So the first Npt Ii practice exam that I took, I scored 52%, and it scared the life out of me. I mean, I planned on taking the physical therapy boards exam in April that year, just 3 months from that practice exam, and I guess while I did feel a little bit better knowing that like everyone fails that first practice exam they take, that was all the motivation I needed to buckle down and to focus on passing the exam the first time. And this exam obviously is going to be the most difficult, the biggest exam that you'll ever take. Your entire career rides on this exam, and if you don't pass it the first time, yeah, you can take it again, but you're going to lose valuable time that you could be working in the clinic. Not to mention the dwindling 6-month grace period that you have to pay back your loans is going to be shortened. And for me personally, I'd already accepted a job before I even took the exam, so I absolutely needed to pass it the first time around. Now you can learn about the study strategies I used in this video up here, but in this video that you're watching right now, I'm going to share 3 resources that I wish I had when I took my boards a few years ago. Now if you're taking your physical therapy boards this year, you actually have a good advantage over someone who took their exam 5 or 10 years ago, and that's because technology like these 3 resources I'm about to share with you really allow you to maximize the time and the energy that you have to dedicate to passing your physical therapy boards exam the first time around. This first resource is one that I'm really kind of most excited about for you guys because my wife used it in med school to pass her boards, and nursing students have been using it for years to ace their boards exam, and they finally came out with a physical therapy track that's going to be huge for students this year. It's called Picmonic, and it's an audiovisual learning system that gives you unforgettable stories and characters that help you to remember everything that you need to know for a specific topic. Now last year, Picmonic launched the physical therapy version, and it pairs perfectly with the content that you're going to see on the Npt Ii boards exam. And the reason why I know it pairs perfectly with the boards exam is because I personally worked with Picmonic to go through every single piece of content and organize it based on the FSBPT content outline. It took a long time, but it is really worth it, and it covers hundreds of the hardest content items that you're most likely to see on the boards exam. The thing I really like about Picmonic is that it's actually been proven to increase long-term memory retention by like 300% with improvements in test scores by up to 50%. And this is absolutely huge for students who must pass the Npt Ii on that first time around. You can get 6 months access to the full PT version of Picmonic for less than $25, and it's actually free to sign up when you have access to just 1 Picmonic per day at no cost. But if you're serious about studying for your PT boards exam for the next few months, you're definitely going to want to have access to the 300 plus Picmonics for just $24 with the PT Progress discount. So Picmonic is the first resource I wish I had when I took my boards exam a few years ago, and I'm really just grateful that I was able to be a part of bringing this resource to the physical therapy world because of the success that medical students and nurses have been able to see with it over the past few years in acing their boards exam. Okay, the second resource I wish I had when studying for my PT boards exam is the MedBridge Student Plan, which gives you access to the entire MedBridge platform for just $100. That's like half the cost of what I spent on my board study guides. And the nice thing about using MedBridge as a student is that you have access to it for an entire year. So if you're tired of just reading about the shoulder, for example, and you want to watch a quick 30-minute course taught by an orthopedic surgeon who goes through like a live dissection of the shoulder, pointing out relevant anatomy, common injuries that you'll see in the clinic, and just really high-level points that put together all the information you're reading in your textbook, you'll find that on MedBridge. I just watched it this weekend, and I thought this is so relevant to the Npt Ii content that students are going to love having access to a different variation of learning. The concept of spaced repetition and going over concept in multiple formats really is a proven strategy to help make that content stick. So instead of just relying on your textbook or static images in like a netter's book, I would have loved to have used MedBridge to supplement my studying. So if you're a student and you want to have access to it at the student rate of $100, you just have to type the promo code PTPStudent and you'll have access to that entire library of MedBridge videos. It's pretty awesome. Okay, number 3, the third resource I wish I had when I was studying for my boards exam is a program called Npt Ii Final Frontier. Now, I personally used and really enjoyed one of the online resources called PT Final Exam, but within the last few years, another really interesting resource has been taking the PT boards study scene by storm, and that one's called Npt Ii Final Frontier. I had the chance to talk with the Final Frontier team about the program, and I'm actually really pretty impressed with the pass rate and the success their students are having with the program. What started here at the program, it was a one-on-one coaching with Dr. Singh, the founder, and it grew into one of the largest NPTE study Facebook groups, and then it officially launched full-time in 2015. It's been gaining a ton of traction among other programs and schools and individuals, and I think it's worth checking out. Plus, with the discount code PTPROGRESS, you'll save a little bit of money as well. As you put together your own roadmap for studying and then you create a calendar that works for you, I hope that you can take advantage of some of these newest resources available so you can pass the boards on your first time around. If you want more information about Picmonic, you can watch that video right here, and if you're curious to see the MedBridge course I was talking about, you can see a video about that right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in one of those videos.